and southern Kentucky. This is WYNT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Justin Case. It involves horses and a great sense of urgency, but it is not the Kentucky Derby. Instead, about a half dozen search and rescue organizations are out combing through one Laurel County community, trying to find a man who went missing Wednesday evening. As I learned today, with storms moving through the area and reports the man may have been experiencing depression, first responders are working quickly to prevent the worst from happening. Tony Gibson was last seen Wednesday evening around 6. His wife says nothing like this has ever happened before.
He came out to finishing up things while I was cooking dinner, and it was like he just vanished.
Multiple organizations are searching this rural community, which is about 10 miles east of London. They're using everything at their disposal: ATVs, drones, horse-mounted search teams, even dive teams.
Listening to the family, this is nothing like Tony. He never does nothing like this. He's the kind of guy that stays at home all the time, never leaves, and that's what's got us so concerned.
Seeing the team searching for Tony is giving his wife hope he'll be found soon.
Today has been more hope than anything. I mean, coming in with the horses and the ATVs and the drones.
Tony's wife says he always carries his wallet with him. It was Thursday when she found it inside their home.
That gave us reason to think that he might have left the property, but we did find it last night, and so he has nothing on him except for what clothes he has on his back.
The search has only intensified with storms moving through the area and talk that Tony may be experiencing depression. Tony's wife says he recently lost his mother, sister, and aunt.
He had an aunt that just passed away, cancer, the same way, and so he was feeling depressed, I guess, a little, and bringing back the memories of his mom.
The search is now expanding to nearby ponds. Rescue teams say they will be back out Saturday to continue looking for Tony.
And if you know where he's at or have seen him, please call your local law enforcement. And he's not in trouble by no means. We're just trying to locate him.
Hoping for a loved one to be found safe. Tony Gibson is described as 5 feet 4 inches tall and about 125 pounds. He has a mustache and a mole on his forehead. He was last seen wearing blue jeans and a blue shirt and blue jeans.
And we've seen a mixture of sun and clouds today, and even those showers and storms. Good news is we have seen those get out of the area, but we are expecting more as we head into your Saturday. Satellite and radar shows that line that moved through a little bit earlier this evening cleared out pretty quickly, and now we're really just going to deal with those cloudy skies as we head throughout the overnight hours. Pinpoint Doppler, we're seeing a little bit of backscatter from the radars, but other than that, we are looking at a clean sweep, so dry conditions for tonight. Like I said, that changes as we head into tomorrow. Temperatures are really to those low to mid 60s, so you might think it's actually feeling pretty good out there. Well, you're wrong, because those dew points are into those low to mid 60s as well. So if you remember, by the time we get to around 60 to 65, it's feeling pretty muggy out there. I know we haven't experienced that muggy weather in quite some time. And really, as we head throughout the night and really into your Saturday, showers and storms are going to continue to increase once again. Few showers are expected on your Sunday, with sunshine returning hopefully a little bit later Sunday, especially by the time we get into your Monday. I'll have that full weekend forecast coming up for you guys in just a few short minutes. Justin.
Paige, thank you. Vice President Mike Pence makes another trip to Kentucky. He was in Lexington today to talk trade. The timing could not have been better for the vice president, who took a victory lap in response to the country's latest job numbers.
263,000 jobs in the month of April alone, and the lowest unemployment rate since 1969. The American economy is roaring.
The vice president also touted Kentucky's economic turnaround. He later attended the Kentucky Governor's Ball. An iconic Hazard business is closing its doors by the end of the month. Gordon's Photo Center has been in business for more than half a century. Its owner has photographed multiple sitting presidents and major events like the Kentucky Derby. But at 72 years old, he says he's ready to retire and spend some time with his family. He made sure the building was sold before he left.
I just couldn't stand to see something that I worked so hard for to deteriorate.
The shop will officially close its doors on May 24th. Gordon says he still plans on living right here in Hazard. Inez Fire and Rescue has some new outfits this week after receiving a $22,000 grant to upgrade its turnout gear. Assistant Fire Chief Jared Sloan says the new gear is not only needed but crucial to the department's operation. He says Fire Rescue has applied for many grants in an effort to keep its gear compliant with regulations, but only recently secured funding. Now he says the department has 9 new sets of gear. He says the grant from the Gary Sinise Foundation is a blessing.
It's a great weight lifted off our shoulders. We usually operate on a very small budget. We don't have a lot of extra money for equipment. So anytime, that we have to replace equipment or something, it's very stressful for us.
Sloan says he is thankful for the grant. He says without the new gear, they would not be able to serve the community the way it deserves. A well-known Floyd County teacher and historian died last night. 67-year-old Floyd Davis passed away in his sleep due to some health issues. Davis was a social studies teacher at the David School. Students and staff say this is a huge loss not only for their school but for the community.
Floyd was one of a kind. He definitely was a staple in the community, not only at the school, but he's very well known in Floyd County and was like basically a local historian.
Visitation for Davis will be held tomorrow. Funeral services will be the following day at 4 at the Carter Funeral Home. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and like adults, children also face mental health issues. Children who deal with traumatic experiences are more likely to suffer later on in life. Some of those experiences include child abuse or having a parent who is an addict. Reports show in Kentucky both overdose deaths and child abuse are above the national average.
So many childhood experiences increases your risk of different things, and it's things like heart disease and life expectancy.
Jill Martin hopes spreading awareness about these issues will help educate people and get them to speak out. You can report child neglect or abuse in Kentucky at 877-597-2331. Cumberland Gap National Historical Park rangers say bears are out, but you can prevent them from coming near your home. Rangers say try to avoid leaving your trash out the night before pickup. Do not leave food in bird feeders, and try not to leave excess food in a dog bowl outside, because that can help deter bears from coming close to your home if you live near wooded areas.
And that's why here at Cumberland Gap we have a wonderful program called Back the Bears, Be Educated and Responsible Stewards. And we can be those stewards, and we can live harmoniously together.
Rangers say if you happen to see a bear near your home or crossing the road, it's probably looking for food or a new habitat, and it should not be a problem. Coming up at 11, we will head to Venezuela, where the struggle appears far from over between the citizens and their government. But first, a massive storm strikes southern Asia. We'll take you to India, where the destruction continues.
And soggy conditions also continue as we head into the weekend. We'll break down that full forecast in just a few short minutes.